Yo, what is up? Um, Round, what is it? Five? I don't fucking know. Four? Is it four or five? I don't know. Um, I think it's been a month. I don't remember, but I figured now's a good time as any to do the next ramble, seeing as we just had a comp and everybody is fucking asleep and there's nothing to watch on YouTube. So yeah. Um, I have my little agenda. Like usual, I'll probably not get through it, but I don't know. We'll see. Um, so as usual, I think I'll start off with what I'm up to in game, um, as well as IRL. Um, and a few things I'd like to talk about. So what are we up to? I'm currently doing a farming contract, but we're still mining. Um, I am just about 125 mil. Uh, yeah, I should hit that tonight. Um, so 25 more mil until I'll be stopping. I think I think 150 is a good stopping point. Um, because I mean, like, realistically, I probably could go a lot higher, like 170, but like, well, with my current plans, but like, there's no really like reason to not do less just in case, because I will be, doing bone mine AFK. Um, After I finish fishing, um, I should probably have to turn this down. Sorry for the dog. Um, all right. Um, so ganked. So apologies. Um, what was I saying? I can't be. It's three. I'm lazy as shit. So mining. Yeah, 125 mil almost. Um, oh yeah. Like that. There's no point like going and doing more mining than I have to. Obviously I don't want to leave like too much of the skill, but I don't want to like go overboard. I'll be really conservative because sailing might take 2,000 hours, and then maybe there's no good AFK method, or God forbid, I got a girlfriend, which, well, maybe if I try hard enough, that might happen. Um, Definitely more open to IRL shit as the game comes to an end. Um, so yeah, I'll be stopping at 150. I have been thinking actually like maybe I want to do Boblo for the rest of fishing, just because it's fun and I want to, and then I can I'll get less Bob AFK but more mining AFK. Bob's like a little bit better than Bone Mine. It's probably like 0.5 ish versus like 0.45. Um, Maybe a little better since I probably have too much sturgeon anyway, but yeah. I guess the one downside is yeah, it's like slightly less efficient, but also I probably have um already too much caviar and sturgeon banked. So if you're cutting the shit out the pond, it might be a little waste if I like don't have the potions to use it on, but I don't know. Like Bubbler is so fun. And honestly, but man, it would feel so bad. But like, I mean, like over what 300 hours of fishing, I lose like you know 10 hours if that. Oh, it's tough because Bubbler is so fun. But I mean, maybe I'll have to try bone mine during work from home just to kind of see what that's like. Maybe it's just better than bob fishing in terms of how well it goes with it. Um, but I feel like I'd at least like to do some more bob lore. I think yeah, I think I do have enough sturgeon banked for herb lore already. Um, one I guess thing with bob lore is like I'm not sure how well I can do it in that um you need to we don't need to but generally there's like you will either eat, drop, or empty a mix. So there's like three actions you'll do with it. um and you like can't do those all at once. um and especially if I'm already using my left hand to click, it might get a little hard. um but like it probably, I mean, it really shouldn't be an issue. I might just have to like click with the mouse a little bit or bring a couple less sturgeon or potions to the pond. But I don't know. That's like I don't have to think about it for too long. Like I won't run out of fishing. Like I have like 29 mil fishing left, so that should be around half a year, maybe slightly longer. Um, because that'll like go over the break during Christmas probably. And then yeah, I'm not sure if I want to be doing. I haven't decided if I want to do aerial fishing pre 200 mil all, or if I want to keep some for sailing. But Babel is just so fun, man. It's just awesome. I think maybe I'll do at least a 6 hour just so I have it on the temple. You know, fuck if I lose like 10 minutes or something doing that. It's still hard for me to like purposely lose time to like, I don't know, have more fun or try something like that. But like really, it just doesn't mean anything. Like it just doesn't matter. Um, so I think I'll probably have a bit of a think about that. Um, I honestly only really kind of thought about it this morning that was a thing, and then I could do that. Um, it also mean I kind of bank more prayer, although I mean I kind of couldn't get over on prayer anyway because of my gear and shit. But um, yeah. So I guess that's kind of why I'm like gonna leave quite a bit of mining. Um, and then maybe I'll do 1.5 take teaks, but then also like because like I'll probably have too much wood cutting left. But dude, like because I can't do it like with the two-handed axe because I just like don't have forestry rations. And like it would be cool to have a 6 hour of it, but I don't know, maybe I just do the fucking Infernal Axe method. Yeah, who knows? Um, I don't know, maybe I'll just get like 6 months down the line, I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just do 6 hours to have one temple. Like, it's not gonna be the difference between me finishing or not finishing 200 mil all. Like, um, and it's like I'm kind of I like more willing to sacrifice a little bit of RuneScape time for other things, whether that be well, I guess just anything IRL, so work and uh exercise and I don't know, maybe spending time with people if that ever happens. So it's like, why should I be okay with that, but not like losing 5 minutes to have a bit of fun doing fucking fishing or woodcutting? Like the I think woodcutting EHP is like 250k or something, but Teaks is like, I don't know, 210, like a reasonable rate, plus a little bit of fire making. So it's like, yeah, it's not great, but hey, maybe I'll lose like 1 hour, or maybe a little bit more if I have to like practice a little bit. But I mean, it would be cool to have like a decent 1.5 tick 6 hour. But it just feels like it doesn't matter if I just don't use the fucking two-handed axe. But whatever. I really wish fucking Redwoods wasn't so well. I wish I wish Winter Todd wasn't so good, and then they could nerf Redwoods a little bit. So like, if 1.5 tick Teaks was the woodcutting meta, and then 1.5 tick Redwoods was the fire making meta, and then you would do Winter Todd like after that, if you need any more fire or something like that. But rather than, yeah, well, maybe I could do like Teaks, with like the planks. Like I did do a lot of the two tick Teaks, but maybe I can like get my practice on the on 1.5 tick Teaks or something, and then yeah, I don't know. Um, we'll see. I think yeah, I should probably be like more open to like like doing shit like that. Um, just because like why not? Like, I can't get a 6 hour on the temple like after I'm 200 mil haul for a or 200 mil for a skill, and I mean, if losing 1 hour is like the difference between getting 200 mil at a certain rank or not, then it's whatever. Like obviously, like it compounds, and it's like, I mean, I think that the mindset's fine when you've got like 5, 6 years ahead of you to finish, but when you've got like one, how much do I have? Probably about one and a little bit. I mean, it's hard to tell because it's sailing, but I think I just hit 16,000 EHP the other day. Um, so I'm 3,700 hours off on Temple. And then I think I have about 500 hours banked ish, maybe a little bit more. And 300 of that EHP, like 250 or something EHP, that's melees. So, I mean, I definitely can't zero time them, but I probably should be trying to fit. I mean, I don't even know where I could fit like Nightmare Zone into. Like, I'm already logged in like permanently. So, um, like it's weird because it's just like 100 more melee XP. Like it'll take time to do it, but like it doesn't really feel like time, because it's just like it's just melees. Um, yeah, so even if I'm like 3,200 hours off, plus sailing, I can expect to be, I reckon, around 800 to 1,000 hours. I can see it like I mean, I've got no idea if I said this before. Usually I listen to the previous ramble. Well, I feel like sometimes I have listened to the previous ramble, so I know what I fucking talked about before, but I'm lazy as shit. And yeah, so I think sailing will be like slow at the start, just so because like they don't really get much use out of early level or if they develop like a lot of early game content and people just skip through the levels in like an hour and they get to level like 40 or something. Like most skills you just quest to level 40 plus. Um just because like training them is so shit. Um but I mean I feel like that they're looking at adding like a bunch of like tiered things like the level one boat, what are they, contracts, whatever they're called, port tasks, and then like level 10 and 20 or something like that. So maybe it won't be like that big of a deal, but I can imagine it being like pretty slow early on, and then it like ramps up pretty quick to like 250, 300k an hour by the time it's I mean 300k an hour might be a little bit high. I know that was that whole thing. I think it was Modelina said like 100k an hour at 99, but I feel like that just can't be right. Like there's just no way they release a skill that slow. Um, that would be pretty absurd given the player base, which I mean, like if they just if they just said the skill would be 100k an hour at 99 at the offset, and then they just everybody voted no because they don't want to train the skill, that would be kind of beast. But yeah, I don't know. Um, so yeah, even if it's like 800 hours, that puts me about 4k hours off. I'm not expecting to be done or to quite be able to do another 4k year from now until the finish. Um, I think um, my first 3 months of this year was 900 and something EHP. Um, and then I'll check again for the second set of 3 months in 2 weeks and a little bit whenever the month is over. I'm expecting it to be around the same, but I'm expecting around 37, 3,800 EHP, maybe a little bit less that I've um, been spending more time running now. But yeah, we'll see. At the very worst, like I don't think I could go less than 3.5k. Like that's just actually impossible. Like unless I'd actually die or I don't know. Yeah. Um, like at most I'll lose like a month or something. So um, yeah, I think if sailing, I mean, I don't know. It feels like I remember in my head I was like I'll be finishing around like end of February, and I think that was based off like a 4k, but that would be like 10 months from now if I hit a 4K, which would be what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be the fourth. What's that, April? So I don't know if I just did some like shitty math in my head originally, but um, or maybe I just have more banged EHP than I remember. But either way, um, it probably would be March or April. So like, even if they delay sailing, I still don't think I'll finish first, which is annoying. But hey, what can you do? Um, yeah. Anyway, so I think yeah, going to 150 mil mining, and then I'm thinking I'll be doing RC. It'll either be RC or thieving, but I mean, I'd like to do thieving ideally with other people, just so you can like lure more of the guards easier. Um, so maybe I'll do both if there's like people doing thieving on like an American world or something with all the guards kidnapped on the dock, then I'll just like do that for a bit. But um, I mean, I would like to learn the normal method as well. Well, I mean, I've already done like quite a bit of it, but get a lot better at it. Um, but yeah, so I don't know, that'll be cool. I've got all the day out for the rest of RC, and I've got enough glass for the rest of thieving. Um, I probably don't need to worry about um, lighting or banking logs for fire making, just because of the bonfire update where they give full XP now. Like I was already bonfiring them at the tree for a third XP, but now they give full XP. There's almost no reason to bank them. I still bank some when I'm like on the phone at home and not at work, but yeah. Um, there is like a mental block that I have, which is like technically the thieving rate's like the average of however much crafting and however much fire making, and fire making is a lot better than crafting. So if you do crafting, you're technically getting under. And so it's like, I don't want to play for under, but then I'm also getting over EHP when I AFK, well, over the amount of EHP I should be getting doing redwoods, because like the rate is 200k on the website or whatever. But like, hey, I'm sure it'd be fine if I just fucking like go there and stop being a bitch and like I'm playing as efficiently as I can anyway, so it shouldn't matter. In my head. Plus, it would only take like, I don't know, a month and a half to finish that skill. Like it's what, 250k an hour or something, so it's like 300 hours. And I do about 200 hours of the main skill per month, maybe a little bit more. Um, it'll probably be quite a little bit more now that I'm basically out of herb runs. Like I have, oh yeah, maybe that's something I should talk about, herb runs and farming. Um, uh, yeah, I'll be doing RC and thieving, and to be honest, I feel like the game is kind of done after that. Like I have, like after that, it's just finishing off skill. Well, I guess sorry, there's construction, um, but that's a very quick skill, because I will have most of the planks banked, I think. Um, well, I'll have enough banked in Mahogany Homes, but it's whether it'll be how much I want to do at benches, because I think it's still worth cutting teaks for more more um things and then doing mahogany benches, but I'll have to double check that math. Um, yeah, like doesn't feel like there's that much to go, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of like finishing things off, like 25 mil hunter. Um, now that'll be like 2 weeks or something, maybe. Well, I guess again that depends if I do aerial fishing or not. Um, I'll have 50 mil mining. That'll be a lot of AFK. 29 mil fishing. That's, yeah, as I said, maybe some bob lore or mostly AFK, and then 70 mil woodcut, 75 mil fine making. That's most of that will be AFK. Yeah, then I guess it's really just herb lore. Is that? Yeah, it's just RC and then that gets cropped. Yeah, I don't know. Like it feels like I don't really have many skills. I mean, obviously those skills, like, they take like RC will take me like, I don't know, 2 months. Thieving will take 1.5. So like obviously the time adds up, but it doesn't it doesn't feel like that much, to be honest. Um, but like the EHP and the skills that that I'm like very close on finishing definitely like adds up, you know, like I'm 100 hours off prayer, 100 off hunter, and shit like that. So yeah. Um, yeah, I think yeah, farming. So farming and herb runs. So um, I mean, I have 200 more herb banked in terms of I can do 0 herb runs, and that would just mean I'll be doing more mixology and less like making potions. Um, but I have seeds in the bank. I'd much rather farm them and make more potions. Um, so I think, I mean, it's hard to tell like how much caviar actually be able to use without like sitting down and counting my potions, which I can't really be fucked. But I have about like 110k and then like 65k fish plus 30 more fishing XP or whatever. Um, and I don't think I'll have anywhere near enough potions for that. Especially with the secondary goggles. Um, so I think, I don't know, that should be, and I'm gonna say I'll get like 8 mil XP from caviar. Um, and I have 163 at the moment. So that'll put me at what, 171, and then I have 21 mil in the bank of if I just make potions. So that's 192. So that leaves me with 8 mil XP left to get through either mixology or additional herb runs. And I think I have, like, my seed stack is very dwindling. I'm actually basically out of irit seeds, and I've been farming those because I farm like 3 irit seeds per run, because I farm like multiple types of seeds um, per herb run. But I've been farming irit seeds for I think forever, so it feels weird to basically be out of them. Um, but yeah, I think I've probably got like 1,500 seeds maybe, or or yeah, maybe 1,500. Um, I still I'll be doing contracts until I finish farming. So I'll probably get more seeds through that. But you know, I've only got 150, 200, maybe 250 herb runs left until I'm out of seeds, and then that'll give me like, I don't know, 3.5 ish mil herb. Then I'll need like, I don't know, 4 mil additional from mixology or something like that. Um, I have no idea how many extra contracts I'll be able to do, but I mean, that's just like not even a week at mixology, right? Or I guess it's a week at mixology because you lose some of the XP. And anyway, um, yeah, so that'll be that'll be sad, man. Herb runs are just like have been such a routine part of my life for 4.5 years. Like there have been periods where I haven't done herb runs. Like during agility, I basically did no herb runs. Like I was just doing contracts because I needed more seeds. And then at some points during the very early game, before I was doing a lot of Slayer, or very early game, after I maxed and while I was only starting Slayer, I was running out of seeds. So I wasn't doing herb runs for a week here, a week there, or whatever. Yeah, other than that, I've more or less consistently done herb runs, sort of like for the most part on cooldown for so many years, and I love them, man. Herb runs are so much fun. Like I'll definitely be farming seeds, um, post 200 mil when I get them. Um, just I don't know, before bed or something, or when I wake up in the morning when I'm like, I don't know, looking for a raid team or something like that. You know, it's just like I'm gonna miss them, man. Like I don't want to finish. I've been like doing. I've been trying to do less and less herb runs like per day, just so they last longer. Um, but I think yes, I'll be doing contracts till I finish farming. I'm what, almost 180 more farming. Um, I am out of magic trees, so yeah, I don't know if I said last video, but I basically I started farming trees and fruit trees and shit just because I need more farming XP. So because mixology came along and I did like 25 mil XP there or something like that. I lost a lot of farming XP. I lost, around about 20 more farming XP, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. So I have to like do that farming XP through trees and fruit trees now. Um, and I didn't have that many magic tree seeds. Like in my head, I feel like I should have had way more. Maybe I fucking dropped them for bonds or something. Like that would be so silly. But I know I definitely didn't really place too much value on them. Like at Vorkath, which drops magic seeds, like relatively common. I sometimes, or for the most part, I would pick up a blue d'hide over it just because I didn't expect myself to be farming trees because I thought I'd get um, basically all of it through herb runs. Um, I mean, even though on the sheet you're supposed to do like I don't know, fucking 80 mil of tree runs or something, my farming XP was basically in line with my herbler XP the whole time. I think I farmed trees for like 1 or 2 weeks, like a year into my account, and then otherwise I just didn't farm trees. Um, yeah, so I'm out of magic trees. I don't know, a week from running out of dragon fruit trees. So I'll be farming yews and papayas at that point. Um, Obviously contracts give a reasonable amount of XP instead of herb runs, but hopefully I can get like a little bit under 2 mil a week. At some points I've been Chronos, like digging up my Addis, planning a Chronos overnight, so I can get more um redwoods. Like the redwoods grow a lot faster when I do the contracts, and hopefully I get more fruit trees or hardwoods and shit. But oh yeah, um, and then in the morning I wake up and plant the Addis back again for the herb runs. But honestly, that feels pretty tedious when I'm doing like 3 herb runs a day sometimes. Um, so yeah, um, yeah. So hopefully that shouldn't take more than 3 months. Um, um, which to be honest, like now that I'm actually trying to train farming, it feels so slow. So I kind of understand how the mains feel a little bit. Because like I've just actually never looked at my farming XP basically in terms of like, oh, I've got to train this skill. Um, like yeah, so I mean, especially I mean, Magic and Dragon are just so much better than the next best. It's actually crazy. It's like 60% more or something ridiculous. So, but I mean, like the skill is just so fast. Like it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I've been doing trees for a little bit, and I'll keep doing them for another 3-ish months. And then when I hit 200 mil farming, hopefully I will have farmed basically all of my seeds. Well, all of them, yeah. And then I'll probably like do them all and then finish with trees, last couple hundred XP, got 100k XP or something. And then I'm not sure if I want to finish Herblore, like just finish Herblore after that, like because like I'll get some herbs from mix a fucking Kingdom. I mean, they'll be pretty shitty herbs. It'll save like barely any time at all, to be honest. But you get some herbs from Kingdom, and maybe I don't know, I'll do Delve Boss. Maybe I guess I did do Yarn. Maybe I should talk about that. And then the XP lambs will have to go on a slightly worse skill. Um, but I don't, I'll probably just finish the skill, to be honest. I think the only thing is I don't really want to just sit at the PC and make potions. Um, I'd much prefer to do that while like doing something else that I need to be doing. Um, so maybe I will try and spend more time making potions during quote downtime. Um, whether that's like eating more at my desk rather than at the in the kitchen or whatever. But um, yeah, no, I don't have like that many potions to make. I can probably check. Let's see. 50, 67, 72, 80, 93, 105, 130k potions. So that's like, I don't know, 50, a little bit under 50 hours of Herblo, which is like, I mean, it's just not that much. Like, if I have to, well, I mean, like, there's only a few potions that I don't need to make the brews. Um, like, I only need to make the potions that need mixes, right? Um, or that I need to make 4 mixes, then I can do the mixes, and then the brews can be done kind of anywhere. And to be honest, I don't, I, I don't know if I'll have enough birds nests actually. I think I'll get about what 3,000 more code flags. I think I have, wait, how many seek code flags do I, what do I have, like 500? Maybe 5,000 more. So that'll put me at 5,500. That's like 50,000. So I need like what 13,000 more nests, which is 100 or 1,300 bird runs, which is, I mean, that's like 3 months of what 12 a day or so, 12, 13 a day or something. So I have been trying to do more like less herb runs but more bird runs. So just doing bird runs on a cooldown, and only doing herb runs when I kind of need a break or whatever. So yeah. That's herb lore. So yeah, I mean, like it'll depend on like how long farming takes and how the bird nest situation I guess is looking, but because I'll probably just keep continuing to doing bird runs after 200 more herb is banked anyway. Well, at least if I don't have the the last evil chicken outfit. Um, I'm missing the wings, and I think I think I have like just under 2k on the counter, but like a couple hundred, maybe 300 or 400 before the counter. So I think I'm about on rate for average set completion, which would be about 2.2k ish. And I don't think I've seen a piece in fucking forever. So yeah, may as well just keep going with the bird runs. Because I'll probably like I'll need nests for all the seeds after the but I think they are looking at like removing seeds from like the tier way like loot table and like making shit like that give like less seeds. I read some of a very small amount of the blog. I skimmed through it. I didn't read like the spreadsheet that they had of I think possible changes, but I think toadstools were getting hit quite a lot. So, but I'm not sure about toad flax. But I'm sure I get plenty. I'm sure I have enough brews, or will have enough. Um, so my dog is really fucking loud right now. I have no idea what he's yapping on. Um, actually, both my dogs are kind of loud. But one barks, the other kind of just whimpers. Um, there we go. You can probably hear him. Oh, I don't know how loud that is on the other thing, but anyway, so that's fuck. That's at the moment. That's what I'm doing in game. The kind of plans for the medium term future. That's I probably haven't said much new since last time, because I'm just still mining. Well, I think last time I kind of said I've been thinking about it a lot, but I probably shouldn't be thinking about it just because like my plans for the next like couple months aren't gonna change because it's just gonna be mining. But yeah. Um, so yeah, anyway, I think I'll talk a little bit about IRL, just because I may as well. So main things there are, um, I think my study semester begins in 2 weeks, maybe three. I think yeah, it must be three. I think the registration's open for the next semester. I still haven't got the results from last semester until like 2 weeks from now. Um, but yeah, I will register for that. So that's really boring. I really don't like study, um, especially now that I'll be doing the part threes for actuarial, which is supposed to be like just ridiculously hard exams. I think nowadays they're pretty significantly easier. I think a lot of that's just due to the teaching becoming better. But honestly, I didn't really like the teaching in my first semester of the institute subjects compared to the previous subjects being studied through uni. Um, I feel like I struggled quite a bit. And I'm not confident that like, well, one, I don't even know what mark I need to pass. But I'm not like 100% confident that I'll pass. Like I'd like we had the exam that was worth like fucking 80%, 90% of our marks, something like that. And I feel like I answered every question, but doing all the practice exams, it felt so RNG what they actually wanted from the question. Like in terms of the marking criteria, it never really felt obvious to me, at least compared to the university exams. So look, maybe I got an 80%, maybe I got a fucking 40. I just wouldn't know. Um, yeah, I like. I really hope I don't fail, but worst comes to worst, I just retake it at the same time as another subject this semester and just retake the exam because most of the learning I already know, right? It's just the exam questions that are fucking gay and boring. So yeah, um, so I've only got, assuming I mean, even if I fail, they won't break. But I've got 3 semesters at least of study left. Um, the pass rates, I think, for two of the subjects, like 80%, which is like very high. I think in the past they were between like 10 and 20% for the part three subjects, which is just absolutely fucking retarded. Um, but in the last, I don't know, 5 years ago or something, they like redid the whole thing. They realized, yeah, maybe we suck at teaching the content and asking questions from like random second year uni things that you don't even need to know that wasn't even in the course material is not a good idea. Um, I think that there's of the three subject there's two, what are they called, foundation subjects and then one application subject. I think the application subject has like a mid 50 to 60% pass rate. So that'll be the hardest subject. But I feel like from my job, I have like a reasonable understanding of like how everything works already. It'll just be like the, I don't know, textbook learning and shit. It's not, and it's not uncommon to fail yet. I mean, given the pass rate, I mean, obviously it used to be a lot worse, but I will be so upset if I don't pass first try. And the thing is, I struggle to put in enough effort because I really, really don't like studying. It feels, it's so boring, it's so unrewarding. It's, I don't know, it's so stressful, I guess. It just sucks in every way possible. Um, but oh, you have to do it, so that's cool. I enjoyed school in like high school, man. Like I even like tried pretty hard in like the last few years. Well, I mean the last year really. I tried like actually pretty hard. and I actually enjoyed fucking study. But uni, I mean, I don't know if it's just because of COVID or if it's just uni in general. That sucks, but yeah, I haven't liked study since then. So yeah, that's that. Work. I got a promotion, I guess. That's cool. Um, my responsibilities are exactly the same. But I just have a better title and shit like that. So that's cool. Um, yeah, not much to say about that. And then exercise. So I'm sure I would have brought it up last ramble, but I've been getting into running, and I think I started around mid-Feb. Um, and um I was running almost exclusively barefoot. The first like 2.5 months ish. Um, and I think I underestimated how overpowered running shoes were. Because I got a pair of them maybe 4 weeks ago now. Um, because so what happened is usually I would just run laps around the park, right? Like the ground is pretty soft, and then it poured fucking rain for like 2 weeks, and like it just flooded, and then at first it was like just a little wet, it wasn't too bad, but then it starts getting muddy, and then it's just been like 3 4 weeks since the rain. Like there's been a little bit of rain here and there, but it's like still. I went for a run around the park and the other day, and it's just still really, well, it's still pretty muddy, especially in some parts. Um, so yeah, I bought a pair of running shoes, and holy fuck, they're so OP, man. Like I was thinking like, oh, it's just my knees and my shins and my, I don't know, whatever tendons in your foot and whatever. They're just like struggling because I'm really fat and, well, not really, but like I was thinking it was just because I was like getting into running and it was like taking like, or it takes a while to build up, but because like I was probably running 5Ks a week, and sometimes I tried to do more than that and my knees would kind of not hurt, but like I would feel that they were like fatigued, like more than just immediately after the run. And so I was like a little, oh, I don't want to push this too hard. But then I bought the running shoes. So I bought them on a Saturday. I ran a 5K, and then I ran my second 10K ever the next day, and I beat my first 10K by like over 5 minutes. So I got like 59, 55 or something. And then 2 days later on the Tuesday, I ran another 10K, and I did it in 54, 55 or something. So I beat the other one by another 5 minutes. And then the next Saturday, I don't know if I ran between them, but then I ran a 15K the next Saturday. So distance best by 5Ks. And then the next Friday, which was last Friday, I ran a half marathon, at least the distance, not in an event. Um, and I ran that in 2 hours, 9 minutes and a bit. So like 6:09 pace or something. Um, and the 15K of that was slightly under six minutes a kilometer. And so it's just like I was running like so much more distance at like probably a faster pace, and my knees and shins and legs I basically didn't feel at all. Like no discomfort or anything. And I was just like, damn. Like these things are pretty OP. And then I ran I think I've run two 10Ks this week. Oh yeah, I PB'd the 10K again. I got like 53 something on Thursday, and I ran a 10K just before, which I did immediately after lifting, and I finished lifting, had a protein shake, did a herb run, and I was like, fuck it, I'll go for the run. Because I lifted late, because I don't know, I was in voice, so I ate lunch late, and then I lifted late, and then it was like 3 p.m. and it's fucking winter, so the sun's down by like 5. So I wanted to get out before the sun down, and then oh my bro, I ran the first 2 meters and I was fucking dead. So I felt like a snail. I have no idea how I made it that far. In my head, I was thinking like, fuck yeah, I'll go for 15K a day, bro. Maybe a little bit more. See how and then I was dead, bro. But yeah, like running's been so fun. Um, like it's so I don't know. I think it's because you don't have to like lifting is very all out kind of. Like you can't really not casually, but like you can't really lift like with low effort. Well, not low effort's like endurance lifting isn't really a thing. Whereas with running, it's like sure you could run faster, but like a lot of running progression is just running longer, and to do that you have to like obviously go a lot slower than you can run a short distance. And so it's just like bro, I'm just chilling, head in the fucking air, like listening to some music. I got bone mining on the phone. Fucking I'm running by the beach, bro. Oh my god. Around the parks, like that shit's fun as hell. Um so yeah, I've been really enjoying running and the progression has sped up exponentially since I bought running shoes, which is like it's cool. I think when the park hopefully dries out more, I'll probably still run barefoot, but maybe I'll just go see a physio and like talk to them about like the differences and anything. Just because I prefer to still be running barefoot. Like I think that the thing with running shoes is, I mean, one you jam on your toes and that, but it's also like after the 21K, I got a huge blister under my big toe and a couple of smaller ones on the other toes, and like then you have to like when I ran today, I just put band-aids over them so they didn't get any fucking worse. Um, from any more rubbing. I did buy some new socks, which got recommended, and hopefully they're better. With the friction and the sweat and shit. Um, if not, I'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll fucking start greasing my feet up and shit. Um, before I do like longer runs, or yeah, or maybe like I'll just get a little better. Um, when the skin like heals or whatever. Um, yeah. So yeah, the thing with running is yeah, because the progression's like distance length or distance like running longer. It's like it takes more time to run longer. Like whereas lifting, it's like you lift heavier weights, but it takes the same amount of time. And maybe you add like more exercises into a set, but you know, like you can get a pretty reasonable workout in an hour and a half. Like unless you're a fucking pro bodybuilder, you're never really gonna go longer than that. But if I'm running like even 3 10Ks a week, like that's 3 hours. Um, and if I start doing 40, 50, it's roughly an hour per 10Ks. And because I think my goal in quotation marks is run a full marathon distance by the end of the year, um, which I think is probably achievable within even a couple months. Like we've got 6 and a bit months left, and I could probably do it in like 2 or 3 realistically if I tried hard enough. But it's not like a super goal I'm really really trying for. It's just like a reasonable progression uh goalpost I think along the way. Um, so that'll be cool if I can do that. Um, it seems pretty achievable in my head. Um, but I'll have to get used to more kind of longer runs, half marathons. I'll probably try and like build up to like, I don't know, two 10Ks and a half marathon every week or something like that. Um, just to get used to the distance, maybe do a 25, 30K. Like I probably don't want to go from a half marathon to a full marathon. Like I'll probably try a 25 and then a 30. I feel like going 35 is kind of troll after that. Like you may as well just do the last 7Ks if you get to 35. But maybe I'll target a 35, and if I'm feeling good I can go for the 42 or whatever. But yeah, I'll have to start getting used to, like, one of the things is you have to kind of eat and drink. A 15K I can do without water or any food or whatever, but marathons you probably need to start taking. I think like gels are really common, but I'm not sure if I want to be buying those things, and apparently they can make your stomach upset and shit. So, and if they contain caffeine, that's not great. I don't like if I'm running just my own route, I have to be wary of where the bathrooms would be if I was doing that. Um, so yeah. Um, but yeah, so that's IRL. Um, I don't know how it's been almost an hour. I just like I feel like I have nothing to talk about, and then I just talk about the same shit I talked about last time for another hour, more or less. You know? Like, anyway. I think I have time. Like I think when I got ganked at the start, my parents were saying if I wanted to come out to eat with them, and I don't really like eating out at a restaurant because it's boring and I don't know, takes a lot of time to be honest. I just like just get takeaway, please. So I think they've left not too long ago. Um, so yeah, what was on my let me get my list. Um, okay, so that's IRL. Recent 200 mil olas. That's a pretty big one, I think. So there were three Iron Man in the last month to hit 200 mil ol, I believe. Um, so Stee, Tails, and Wizard. And in terms of main, I know Paul Beer finished. I think it was within the last 2 months. I don't know anybody else main that finished. I don't really pay too much attention to those outside of my kind of close circle that are the remains, I guess. I don't really know too much. Um, but yeah, so pretty big for the Iron Man community. Um, Obviously Heiger finished fucking ages ago, bro. Like December 2022, I think, was when he finished. And then I think DK Ho finished January or February 2024. Fifth was a little bit after that. City Morgue was a couple of months ago. And then yeah, Steed Tails and then Wizard. Or Wizard was like 2 days after Tails, I think. Um, so yeah, it's kind of happening. More people are finishing. Okay, apparently they're just getting takeaway. Um, so I don't actually have that long to keep going. Damn. Fuck. Right, maybe I will do another one after. Um, but yeah, so I mean, Stee, I never really knew too much. I think I talked to him like once. Um, I think he was a very active player before I started. Um, and then in the period I've been playing, I think he was, I think he just got a job, um, and so was playing a lot less. And obviously being European doesn't help because that schedule is terrible. Um, that's kind of the same with Wizard. Like I mean, I'd see him stream every now and then, but like for the most part, my schedule was go to sleep when when he's live, basically. So, it's kind of very like Australians are so nerfed. Like we just didn't have the wizard stream. Like we should get free HP for that, I think. Um, but yeah, like obviously Wizard started, I think only a little bit before me, but that guy's insane. Just played so many fucking hours every day, the whole the whole time. Um, Extremely consistent. Um, I like the only thing I can fault Wizard on is doing like some of the less efficient like methods. Like obviously he did VM, and I mean I think he was getting pretty good at SEP near the end, but holy fuck, his tile markers and the way he did that was insane. Um, and then yeah, I guess like I mean his AFK was like melee monkeys. You know, maybe he could have done like day ult or something a little bit better. Like AFK melees is pretty shit, but I think AFK range as well. But it's like it just doesn't matter. Like that's so nitpicky when someone just plays like 17 fucking 18 out like just something. That guy I would probably put him in S plus tier if I made a tier list. I think Wizard is one of the best players RuneScape has ever seen. Um, at least in terms of like playing more hours. Like for the most part, can only get you so high because like you kind of only look at who did the most hours ever. But it's like I don't know. He just destroyed the game, man. I would be really interested to see like if Haiger and him. Well, I guess and like DKO and Fifth they all started at the same time because they all like Fifth played a ridiculous amount. Obviously being a hardcore was a little bit disadvantaged as well. Um, I think I think if they all started 8 years ago, I think Wizard might have won just because like the game mode was a lot easier earlier on, so like playing more hours in and of itself was more beneficial as opposed to like micro. But I think if they all started like now, I think Heiger would probably win, maybe fifth. I don't know, bro. Like I, again, being European, it's hard to it's hard to really know, and especially you know since he was not very active uh socially. I think I saw him type grats to DK when he got 200 lol, and that's the only message I've seen from him. So so yeah. Um, and then obviously Tails. I mean, I knew Tails very well, being Australian. Um, I think I first met Tails like 2 years before I started skilling. I was doing Volcano before the nerf, and I just randomly went into some world and Tails and Sphinx and I think Valkyrie Nora, who unfortunately no longer plays. Well, actually, I think they've played a little bit every now and then recently, but um, and yeah, I was just doing Volcano with them. I just pulled up, and then I asked, "Has anybody tried 1.5 tick woodcutting?" I'm thinking about giving it a go because I was like, what I was wanting to learn that, and then I don't know if Tails just hit me with the level woodcutting or like or whatever they said, but yeah, it turns out he was 200 more woodcutting, rank 1 Iron Man, with a lot of Teague experience, and I was just like, holy fuck, this guy's insane. Then I'd see him every like I don't know, couple months in game, and it'd be like just plus 500 mil XP here and there. It's like, bro, that guy's holy shit. That was like mind-boggling to me back then. Um, yeah. Um, and then yeah, when I started skilling, um, I think we spent a lot of time in voice from what I remember, I mean, it's so long ago. Like the earliest real memory I have of VCing with him a lot was Nax, which was like a year after I started, or I don't know, 9 months or something. I think we did that shit like 15 hours a day for a week on release. Um, and then I think after that he started clogging and shit, so that was kind of whatever. But he got rank one, I guess, and then eventually, yeah, he came back to skilling more full time. If you haven't listened to the Tails Ramble, you really should. And then finished, and yeah, Tails is probably one of my favorite players on this game. Just from a personal perspective, it's obviously a lot easier when you know someone a lot better. But just like the consistency in terms of like RuneScape itself, but also like IRL, like that guy is jacked as fuck, um, very fit. At least in um, the last, I don't know how long. I mean, he's just been lifting for so long. I just like to be able to manage IRL shit like that, and he was like working full time for so much of RuneScape as well. It's like that's something that I think is like important. Um, I'm not coping because I do that as well, by the way. But um, yeah, probably in my top three favorite players list, that's for sure. So really cool to see him finish. Um, but yeah. Um, so anyway, I apparently have dinner. So I'm gonna do that. I might just run back the next part, and I don't know, maybe upload it in two or keep it for a couple of weeks. I don't know, bro. But yeah, I think that's my first part of the ramble for now. So thank you for listening, and we might have another part just after this. So I'll maybe see you then. Peace.